It's been a minute since we talked about this individual right here, but I told you guys this is a YouTube teaching channel, man. This is not a drama channel. This is not an expose channel. It is about YouTube and how to proceed and navigate with caution. I made a video about Dontay London, several videos indeed. And there's a big difference between him and the other individual that we're talking about. I don't even want to mention their name in this particular video. If you guys noticed, we had a timeline cleanse yesterday, just a cleanse of trying to a reset button. You just need a break from nonsense every so often. I know this video is going to get a lot of clapback in the comment section. And I'm asking you guys, when you comment below, just keep in mind this is from a YouTube perspective, which is all this channel has been. Now, some rabbit holes run a little bit deeper than others, but this is a YouTube channel. That's what this is about. My journey on YouTube and hopefully yours as well. But in this video, man, I'm going to show you why I said a lot of people think it's hate. And I told y'all I have no reason to hate. None at all. Has nothing to do with any of that. It's about teaching and how to navigate the waters of YouTube. This video, Dontay London. Dontay London is a guy that I stumbled across several months after another individual that kind of had the same success. One blew up, the other one blew up a little later. And I could see the trend, the pattern that was developing with his content, and how trend watching and paying attention to numbers as long as I have, I noticed that he was going down a path that, in my opinion, it would have been unsalvageable. Very close, very similar to another individual that we talk a lot about on this channel. I made a video, I'll link it up here, about, as a matter of fact, 2 videos. One was, well, more than, I made several videos, but a bunch before I even started mentioning his name, because I really wasn't I didn't want any comments that I was trying to feed off them. All right. Now, how can you feed off a person in one YouTube channel's case and their numbers are essentially trash compared to their subscriber count? So I don't know how that's a thing. But this video here, man, to show you the value of integrity and why you must have it. You got to have it, man. If you want to build any sustainable long legs on YouTube, you got to have integrity. The moment that you lose the trust of your subscribers, of your viewers, is the moment you start losing your channel. Let me show you what I mean. So Dontay London has kind of blew up, made a video, blew up along the lines of another person we talk about on this channel. Now, I know a lot of y'all in the comment section gonna be, feeling some type of way, but again, this is a YouTube channel. And if Dontay London was running rackets and scams, then we would have to talk about him in that manner too. He's just full of bad information. And as far as YouTube, I've seen a lot of things happen with this guy, a lot of reconnaissance I've been doing to talk about him on YouTube from a YouTube perspective. And what I noticed is that he's very wishy-washy. It's up, down, up, down. It's I'm going to do this. I'm not going to do this. Now I'm going to do that. I'm not going to do that anymore. And wavering is a way to lose trust, right? If you can't count on somebody are you going to ask somebody to pick you up from work and they're late all the time or they're not reliable? Probably not. If somebody says they're going to pick you up, if that same person says they're going to pick you up, and they don't, right? And they're super late all the time, they're untrustworthy, you're not going to ask them. You're not going to rely on that person. And that's what your audience feels if you waver a lot. So Dontay London was en route, in my opinion, and this is all based on the numbers, to losing his YouTube channel. His audience, which in essence will leave your channel flatlined. No heartbeat, faint pulse, right? This video right here is a video that I did a reaction to about him telling people that, and I think this was the breaking point for a lot of subscribers. You had the revenue updates, you had the clickbait, all of that stuff. And then this one here, he was talking about how you need to sacrifice morals, integrity, and basically be fake in order to get views. Do whatever it takes to make money. And that was a piece of bad advice. So he started going down this path. I made videos about him. A lot of people made videos, and mine strictly were, this is super bad information, very bad information. Don't do this. So I want to show you something. So we're going to scroll up here, starts going down this path. He did this YouTube revenue update, and you can see, man, like people were getting sick of the same thing over and over. So makes these videos. Now, keep in mind, I understand what a lot of you guys may feel about Dontay London aside from YouTube. and even on YouTube. But this is about YouTube and how, if you notice, if you watch YouTube like I do, and you watch the numbers and you watch the analytical data, you can kind of predict these things. So right now, this is the one right here. This is the video that changed, in my opinion, the trajectory of his channel. Now, I actually made a video about Dontay London, and I wind up, this is before, like when I first was starting making YouTube content on this channel, maybe a few months ago, when I thought he had turned the corner. I've seen this before, and it didn't stick. All right. I've seen a lot. One thing I can say about this guy is a lot of stuff is just, I mean, rinse, repeat. It doesn't stick. However, if he keeps going down the path that he's on, keep in mind what I'm saying. If he stays in his current trajectory, he will continue success. All right. And here's what I mean. This is the video right here from 10 days ago that started, in my opinion, to win back his audience. We've seen him go up and down, him say he's not going to, he said some stuff that he regrets as far as sacrificing morals and integrity, and he explains where that came from. Then he proceeds to make, now his numbers never really changed. They didn't really drop dramatically, but I think you could see the engagement, because people can watch a video and help your numbers, but if they don't engage with your YouTube channel, that tells you about your audience, that your audience is starting to disconnect. So you want to know how you're actually losing an audience. If you are losing comments, and I'm not talking about slappies in the comment section, I'm talking about genuine comments. You can look at the comments, and if they're saying nonsense like yes and go girl and blah, 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 then that's, I'm not talking about, though. I'm not talking about slappies. I'm talking about genuine engagement in your comment section, where you can tell people are watching the videos, where you can tell what they're saying to you and why is this on. Let me fast forward. You can tell that they're genuinely interested in your content. If you see a drop in that, then you know that you're starting to lose your audience, because a lack of views can mean that you're losing your audience, but it could also mean, because you could have hate watchers as well. So I know that Dontay London is an up and down guy, but if he stays on this path, he will be able to, has successfully saved his YouTube channel, because he was going down the path that it was going to be unsalvageable, like somebody else we know. All right. Again, not going to mention their name in this video, because I'm going to detox. I'm on a detox. I'm on a cleanse. Okay. Until the absolute necessary is absolute necessary. All right. So how can you tell? I want to show you something that, if we look at his subscriber count, I don't believe that Dontay London is buying subscribers, because YouTube has a way of knowing, and they will pull those subscribers down. It's not a flawless program, but they will rip hundreds, if not thousands of subs down in a small period. For example, we're on the next page that I'm going to show you, you'll be able to tell. So he has 72,100 subscribers. That's what he has. All right, let's look at viewstats.com, and let's take a look at the last 28 days. Now, I don't know if they list the last 28 days down here. This doesn't look like 28 days. It looks more like 14. But you can see consistent growth. If you look over this shoulder here, my left shoulder, you can see consistent growth. How do I know, or how do I believe that, or why do I believe he's not buying subscribers? Because YouTube has a way of knowing, and there would be hundreds of subscribers lost. You would see a ton of negative red such and such subscribers. Now, if he loses 100, that doesn't really matter. That's not really a way to tell. It would be hundreds in bulk. That's how you can tell if somebody losing subscribers, because YouTube will do a purge every so often, and they will rip down closed accounts, deleted accounts, bots, the whole thing, and purchase subscribers or bought subscribers. They will remove those. Like I said, it's not flawless. Some may pass through the cracks, but for the most part, they will remove them. Consistent growth. Yesterday, he grew 300. Consistent growth. See those green marks? They don't appear to be purchased to me. And here's the part. If you go back to his YouTube channel and you go by his, like, I watched this video, it was kind of funny, but you can see that most people who go viral, they continue to feed off of the video that made them viral. And that one's probably getting traction. Just a couple subscribers a day, maybe 10, maybe 20, give or take. But he's growing because of his recent content. In my opinion, the change. You can tell that he got away from the YouTube revenue updates. As a matter of fact, let's go down and let's see when the last one was. The last one was 3 weeks ago. No, okay, right here, 10K a month. Let me make sure. I want to make sure I got this right. All right, so the last one, yeah, was 3 weeks ago, whatever this was. And again, if you look at the trajectory of the content was still like that until here. So he made another couple videos. So right now he was still on that YouTube revenue update, blah, 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 blah. People were getting sick of that for one reason or another, whether they thought it was fake, whether they did, whatever the situation, they were just tired of it. They were tired of it. Read the room. Read the room, right? So it's a difference between making content that people, for instance, I know that this channel is predominantly about one person. I know that it's unfortunate. It is what it is. We're going to keep it moving because eventually we're going to get past that. But this is the stuff I like to see. And again, this is not about Dontay London, the person. I don't know Dontay London, the person. All right. I've seen videos. I don't know him. I'm just talking about him on YouTube. You can see right here. As a matter of fact, look at this. 10K, blah, blah, blah. 4.8 thousand views. YouTube revenue. Same type of hype video. Same type of stuff that they have been pushing for months. Now let's go down to, right, the video. You can see now that the videos, even just a random video, his lowest video right now since that video is him at the fly zone or whatever it is. You can see that he's starting to do the stuff that he wanted to do and grow. Because why? He was losing the trust of his audience. I made several videos about that. Now, let's compare that. Let's compare this growth here. Consistent growth every day. What you see here is daily average, 86. And these numbers are, I mean, you can't really, they don't know exactly how many. They can only base it off the fact that your subscriber count moves per 100. That's when your public subscriber count moves. So in the last 28 days, he's gained 2,600 subscribers. Now, if we compare it to a different person, look at here. Zero growth. None at all. Now, again, not going to mention the person by name because I'm on a cleanse. But you can see zero growth at all. Let's look at Dontay London one more time. Green all across the board. Now, again, if you think he's buying his subscribers, okay, I would just say that you guys do some research. Look at subscriber farms. You can find videos about them on YouTube. I'm not saying use them. I'm saying do some research, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Or type in your search bar what happens when you do it, all right? I've had some experience with that based on people that I've talked to, all right? So let's go to the other person here, and let's look. Zero. Absolutely no movement. How did I, and I made videos about all of these. I literally made them. So you can see here that it is a difference. It matters. This person right here began to lose his YouTube channel, his audience. They started to check out, but now they're checking back in. This person right here, channel, in my opinion, is dead. It's in the numbers. This person right here will hit 100K eventually. My prediction is, depending on how many kind of viral videos they can get, it's a real good possibility that they could hit by the end of the year. I'm going to play it safe and say by about a year and a half. By 2027, this person will hit. If not before that, it could genuinely be this year. This person right here will not. Will not. Channel is, I'm talking about, call it. Time of death, call it. There's a reason for this. There's a reason for this. I have made several videos about losing your audience, losing the trust of your audience, how important trust is. Again, whatever you feel about the individual on the platform, off the platform, that is not what this video is about. This video is simply about new creators. These people had an impact on new up-and-coming creators. It was one, and then that transitioned into another one, and that impact was huge. Videos were being made. I mean, some of them hit the big time. vidIQ, things like that. But this, you can see what was happening, the trajectory of the channels. You can compare the two. Again, I am a numbers-driven individual. I simply go by numbers. I don't go by, believe it or not, there's it's not a lot of feeling in this. It's not a lot of feeling. Like, this is not driven by anything, any type of grudge or any type of, it's not like that. This is all stats based. And the statistics show that this individual here is on the route to saving his channel. As a matter of fact, now, if he falls off a cliff, if he decides to pivot again and go back to the nonsense, what I think will happen, based on trend watching and things that I've seen, is his audience will start to check out. Consider it like this. It's the boy who cried wolf. Everyone knows the story. I literally made videos about this. It is the boy that cried wolf. What happens? A wolf is here. They come out. No, it ain't. He does it again. The wolf is here. They come out. No, it ain't. This time the wolf is here. He call. They like, whatever. He get gobbled up and spit out by the wolf. Why? Because you did it too many times. Trust is a big deal. It is one of the things that you cannot buy. It must be earned. And if you blow it, it is really, really difficult to get back. Trust is one of those things. It cannot be bought, but it is super valuable. And as a new creator, you must keep that in mind when creating content. Your viewers rely on you to be consistent. They rely on your content. They have to be able to trust it. I want to show. No, I'll save that for another video. It was something I wanted to bring up in a different video, but I'll save it for another video because that, I think, applies to something else. Know a little something about YouTube, man. And if you want to know how I predicted that this would happen, you can check out this video right here. I'll catch you over there.